Let's get into the show, shall we? As I navigate this computer, I'm trying to make it as seamless as possible, but it's not. Let's start the show. Shimmy at home if you're not watching. Shimmy, that means shake your boobies.
Even if you're driving.
Yeah, even if you're driving. Just take your hands off the steering wheel.
Don't take your hands off the wheel. Just shimmy with your hands
Or,
off
okay.
the wheel. Go like this.
And then real quick right here. Yeah. Hey girl, and welcome to Hey Girl with Bobby Jean Spears. I'm here with my delicious co-host Scott. How are you, dear? You just got home from work. I know.
Sure did. Hello. Hey, girl.
I know. I mean, talk about a woman who does it all. She comes home from the work and she slides right into the studio, which we have named the dining room. So
We have.
So how was your day at work?
It's fucking terrible.
Why?
Because I had to be in charge and close the whole store.
You're always in charge. You're like a manager.
Yes, but like we do this thing where every manager is the duty manager at least like once a minute. So like if you're duty, which
I love when you say I'm on duty.
I'm duty, or
I'm duty.
I always sit like at work. I make them call me the duty cutie.
Oh my god, I love. Oh my god, I sound like Lola from Big Mouth. Oh my god, Scott,
No, but the
that's
duty
so
manager is like
cool.
the acting store manager, and then we had call-offs, and then I'm in the middle of a huge project of my own undertaking, and then it's not of my own undertaking. I have to do it.
And you have a podcast you have to focus
I have
on.
a podcast. I have coworkers that I have to take care of. I have projects I have to get done. I have to put out other fires from other people all the time. And tonight it was just like a perfect storm, and it was very stressful. I'm not happy with my performance. I'm being hard on myself, but like, you know what?
If you can't be hard on yourself, who can you be
I've
hard
had
on?
I've had one regular glass of wine and a holiday pour, which was about 2 more glasses of wine, and it's
For those who
almost
don't
gone.
know what a holiday pour is, a holiday pour is where you pour a wine on a
You fill it to the brim.
holiday.
That's how you have to drink during the holidays.
You just fill her up.
Yep.
A double pour. Do you know like a $6 bottle of... Yeah, if you want to see Scott and I fight about wine, by the way, head over to our Patreon and watch the pre-show, because we just had a battle of the
Yes.
wines, and I feel like I won.
And you know who only got to see it? The super bitch.
Super Betch.
Super
Don't-
Betch.
Don't call him a bitch. We have a new patron. I don't know if we'll say his name publicly on here, but...
Why not? I think we should. Not just his first
okay.
name.
Thank you, Brian.
Brian.
This
I
is
want
for
everyone
you.
to know Brian is our number one fan.
Yes.
And
Thank you,
he's-
Thank you, Brian.
And he's our number one listener.
Thank you, Brian, so much. It means the world to us. You don't know what that you don't know what that $5 is going to do for us. We will buy many.
It'll probably buy our next box of Intamin's donuts that we eat during the pre-show.
I should have Instacarted that. Shame on me.
Yeah, and I worked all day, and I came home to you. What?
No, I set this up.
He did.
I set this up for 6 hours. We were
Epic fail. We had the worst. We decided last night that we were going to start a project where we like
made it look more like
profesh.
not even profesh. I just wanted to be a little more comfortable. I wanted to kind of lounge and make it look loungy
And we failed at every turn.
for the two people who are watching.
Yes. So we tried to like set up in front of our huge 70-inch TV. And
Not
like,
to brag, but size doesn't matter. It's how you watch it.
well, when you watch TV as much as we do, it doesn't.
You know, you guys, I highly recommend, if it's between feeding your children and getting a 70-inch TV,
Oh God,
get
TV.
get a 70-inch TV. Yeah, and thank me later. Your kid won't get the next meal, okay?
Your kid will love the 70-inch TV instead too.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we decided that we were going to be like cool and set up like a cute setup in front of our huge TV, and then behind the the TV would have like our logo on it for our show to like show everyone what we're doing.
And in theory, it
The
was
theory
really cute.
worked?
In theory, it was really cute.
The execution, however,
Made me want to be executed.
I
I wished I were executed.
no, but remember, like we kind of gave up, and like we we tried every angle, we tried everything out, and we like, you know what? Let's just turn it around, and we'll like sit on our sofa, and then it'll be really cute because like
Yeah, like
I'm not gonna lie,
well, we're
I
like
love our backdrop
loungy.
on our
Oh,
living, like above our sofa. I think it's super cute, and so I was into that moment. But I will say, I'm glad we're not there now, even though it still didn't work either. We couldn't figure it out,
yeah,
and then
it
like
it didn't work, and I was afraid that
we finally got the setup, but then the sound just like shit the bed.
yeah, and I was afraid that I would look like Jabba the Hutt sitting on the couch.
I concur.
Oh, okay, good.
I did not like that angle of
Yeah.
me. I did not like, but I was also like sitting on my couch at home, so I really don't give a fuck. But I think I came home from work today, and Bobby had turned the dining room into the dining room
Well, back into
studio,
the studio,
the dining room studio.
which we've just decided to name
Um,
dining
and
room.
I must say, hell of a job, Bobby.
I did a very good job, I think,
You did. You really
and I
did.
even
When I was killing myself at work, you were killing yourself here, and now we get to sit together and have some
almost
fun.
literally because I was getting so frustrated.
I believe you,
But
but you're also easily frustratable.
I let's talk about last night because we could have just done it and dealt with it, and nobody who listens to this would have cared about the issues that I was freaking out about. But Scott knows my personality, and
He's obsessive.
people think I'm lazy. Many a few people think I'm lazy. That's Oklahoma. Don't po- don't. He pointed at himself. This was supposed. I was getting ready to compliment you, so never mind. If
No,
you were
please go on.
no, if you
I was a
are the
joke.
one, it wasn't a joke because you said it to only Brian. It was only a
Brian.
joke to Brian. And stop pounding on the table. You're the one
I
who
can't-
fucks things up.
Hey, I'm like 3 glasses of wine deep.
Beat
It's
your
gonna happen.
beat your dick, not this table. But
No, go back. You were complimenting me.
no, I want you to take it back first of all that you think I'm lazy. That point is not nice.
That would be a lie. I'm lazy.
Oh my god, cut me turning this off. How am I lazy? How is anything around
I mean,
us
I don't want to.
and the things that I have
I
learned
really
and
didn't
taught
come to this
myself?
podcast that's yours that I co-host on and read you for Phil. I won't do that to you. I'm a gentleman.
But you are. You're doing it right now.
No, I was just being shady.
No, I'm not lazy. People think I'm lazy because, well, to be honest, a lot of my work can be done from my bed. That's a fact. Not a joke, just a fact. And there are days, yes, maybe I don't shower. And then there are maybe days following that day that I don't
But
shower
there
either.
are.
Go ahead. What? There are.
You are lazy in the fact that you
I'm lazy in
would
the
need kept.
the housekeeping department.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. That's a totally different
But
type
you're
of lazy.
I think it's the
The
most
lazy
annoying is
I'm
because
talk-
you are home all day every day.
The type of lazy that I am defending myself against is like work related. Like it doesn't seem as though I have a job
Oh,
to like the
I
outside
s-
world with like
I
my
mean,
because like my like people I talk to when they're like, "What do you do?" or and what it like I
no,
don't
most people get it. It's like middle-aged white women, like, and your mom who don't.
my mom doesn't really get what I do. She is pretty sure I do nothing.
And like literally everybody works from home now, unless you work in like a customer-facing role.
But I really do have like a weirder job
You do,
than most people because
and you're always on.
it's in
You
it's
have
like
to always be on.
it's not yeah, I have to always be like in a good mood for it. It's just it's harder than it looks. I hate that. I hate when people do that about like online things and stuff. But it really is I feel like you didn't even realize how much really I did until we started living together.
Yeah, well, the last time we lived together, you didn't have this job.
No, I was still doing the same other stuff though.
Yeah, but you weren't working for like your actual job that you get.
Right. But that's still not even like my only job.
Oh no.
But I just feel like everyone, it's so annoying to try to explain what I do. And for those who don't know, I run social media for a cosmetics company. And then I do have my own. Follow me at It's Bobby Jean Spears on Instagram. I have to keep up regularly with that. That's not really a lot of. I'm not like it's not a money tree. Like I'm not making a lot from it, but it's got to be there to make money in the future. And it's a lot of responsibility to balance that and making content that's basically for
It's a
free.
grind.
And yeah, it's like a grind with no real reward in sight. So it takes a lot to stay motivated.
It's a lot of shooting in the wind.
Yeah, a lot of farts just blowing right back on you. And it it is. It's a lot like cuz you'll put stuff out that won't perform and then you'll put stuff out that you weren't going to put out and it performs so much better than you thought. Like that one video. Like this is a good segue into I was recently featured. I don't know if any of you all, I don't know who's listening, but if anybody listens to Lauren Bostick's podcast network, Dear Media, or um, listens to her podcast, The Skinny Confidential, I made a reel one day on Instagram just with her product, just being funny, imitating her. And that started a relationship to the point where yesterday I had my debut
Your debut.
my debut on her like super I mean this sounds lame now that I'm talking about it out loud on her blog.
No, it's a big deal.
It is. It's like it's a blog, but it's like an empire that she's built. Like this is like a million people look at this blog a day. And right now, I'm pretty sure, go to the homepage.
You put my phone on airplane mode.
Oh,
And wait, is it online or do I have to get on?
it's on the internet.
Okay.
It's on the World Wide
I
Web.
just was like,
Scott.
don't just remember I don't have Instagram.
Um, I plug your Instagram at the end of every single one of
And
these.
I told you not to. So
why?
don't.
Eventually, you should want. What if people really like you? What if there's people out there? They're like, oh, I really like him. I'd love to follow his.
I'm on
lines."
Twitter too.
honey. All you do on Twitter is look at Grey's Anatomy.
But I'm on Twitter way more than I'm on Instagram. So
Grey's Anatomy, porn, and customer service.
I don't look at really look at porn on Twitter. I'm not here for the 12-second clips.
Who can get off in 12 seconds?
That's what I
to
want to know.
porn. Who's like, look at this hot vid I made. It's 12 seconds. It's like, thanks. Could you at least put it on a loop for 3 minutes?
Is it theskinnyconfidential.com?
Yeah, theskinnyconfidential.com. I'm pretty sure if you go there right now, that's THESKINNY confidential. I'm not going to spell because I don't want to mess it up.
Oh my God, you're on the homepage.
Yes, like I'm on
I
the
literally
homepage.
just opened it up.
If you're watching us, one of the two of you, you can see I am the homepage, and I've been the homepage. Yeah, I've been on the homepage all day, and
There he is.
I'm the first thing you see. So that's good, and it's an interview with me, and it links to this podcast. So if you by chance are one of the people, or if anyone did, maybe they didn't, but if they clicked on the podcast and they're listening and they saw me on here, say hi to them. Hi, people from the Skinny Confidential.
In case you were wondering, it's Bobby Jean Spears on makeup, content creation, and standing out. And I gotta say, I was
and stamina in the bedroom.
Wow.
Not really.
Lack of.
How to be a 2-pump chump. I wouldn't know. but what were you gonna say about it? What were you gonna flatter me about? You said something?
No, it's a big deal. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
It's very good.
Oh,
it's nice to see when your hard work is rewarded.
Yes.
This is one of those rare moments in the field that you have that like this is you
come
really
on.
celebrate.
Let's toot. I don't like to toot my horn, but toot.
Since when?
Let's toot it real quick. Just because I don't really like. Okay, so I have my mom, who doesn't really get my accomplishments. She's like, "Oh, that's great, honey." Like she doesn't get it, and that's fine. A lot of people don't get it her age and stuff. Your mom gets confused about it. But like, let's toot my horn because even Sandy, oh, that's his mother's name. Oh well, sorry, I don't edit. Even your mom, like, is an example of one of those people that I was just talking about that like didn't really know what I was doing, and then said to what did your mom say to you? She said like, "Oh my god, Bobby's really doing something actually real." Like it surprised
She
her.
was like, "That's really awesome for Bobby. Like that's really big,
Yeah,
isn't it?"
so let's toot my horn real quick. Since I've
Toot your tutor.
like I mean, I've been on Straight Talk with Ross Matthews,
You are a
and
loon. No, you're not a
I'm not a
loon, but you're
loon.
like a special contributing
I like to consider myself
I
a recurring character,
recurring cast member.
a recurring cast member. Since I'm not a loon, I'm not all the time, but like it's like when Sex in the City when you know Big's going to be in the episode because at the beginning it says guest starring
Christopher Noth.
Christopher Noth, and I'm like, oh, Big's in this, but then you see John Corbett, and you're like, oh, but Aiden's in it too. This is going to be good. But that's what I am talking about. You
You
know
really
what
took
I
us on a
mean?
journey.
That was a journey, but so like I've been on that and I've had drinks with a celebrity. Like I've hung out with them. Like they've kind of like mentored me in a way. Nikki, she is a producer. She works
Yeah,
for Wondery.
why don't keep name dropping there,
I
big guy.
am. I'm just like proud of myself, And I don't have a lot of people in my life that like my mom doesn't understand. My grandfather can't even he calls Alexa Alexis. So it's not like I have a lot of people in my life that understand when I hit a milestone or like, what's another word for a milestone? I was trying to be like descriptive. A milestone or like an event or like a good something good happening for them in their
A
career.
climax,
A
if you will.
climax. Yeah. No, a climax would be the end. But
No, it's
what? A
the end is
climax?
the end.
The end a climax
The
is the
climax
end.
is like the
When you
turning point.
climax, you come. That's the end. Get out of me, we're
Maybe
done.
for
Go home.
you.
But anyway,
I'm kidding. It is for me.
and like I know John's proud of me, my husband of many, many years. My
Several
husband.
many
My
years.
husband. My husband. He takes care of me. But
You just
he's
sound like such a humble bragger right now.
he's proud of me.
My husband and all these celebrities and I this like
Fuck off. But these it's but like he's proud of me, but he's just not a very excitable person.
Oh, we love him dearly.
I love him a lot. I married him,
I know. I
but it takes a
There are
lot
times that I
to
love
get him
him more than you.
excited.
A
There's
lot of times.
there's times it's hard. I mean, he's hard to get excited about anything.
But he's
He reminds
not
me of actually like my dad. My dad used to open Christmas presents that I was so excited to give him all year, and he would open it and he'd go, "Oh, thanks." Like, no matter what it was, could have been $1,000,000. Oh, well, thanks. And he meant it. He meant thank you. And
It was
and
sincere. It was just
if
not
we
what you
left
were.
if we left a movie and he said that was okay, that meant it was
That was literally every movie I
every
ever walked
movie.
out of with him.
Yeah,
It was all right.
I don't know what I still to this day because R.I.P. he passed, but I still to this day don't know what he considers good movies because everything we left was well that was okay.
Well, I can tell you one movie he loved for sure.
But
The Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
oh yeah, that was Scott's first and last horror movie. My dad took us to it and threw like an
Well,
empty
your
cup at
dad
him.
also made us sit. He was very funny in this way that he made us sit with like a chair in between each person.
Oh, he did.
Oh, yes. And then,
I
of
thought maybe
course,
we did that.
me being the giant pussy that I am,
Oh, you a big old clown.
I hate scary movies, hate everything about them. I am the one that sits there and is like, oh my God, don't go in that room. You're going to die. Don't go in that room. You're going to die. You're going to die. You're going to die. And then they walk into the room
He
and they die.
is
And
that
it still
person.
scares me.
You're that person though, even when you're just watching TV by yourself, because I will be in bed, the night will be over, and I will think that my friend has gone insane. It's finally I've learned that what he's doing, but for a while I felt like I had to check on him because like I will listen to him watch TV by himself and have full conversations, and I'm like, is he on the phone? Is something wrong? Because I'll hear,
I talk to the
don't, no, don't, no, that, oh, or I'll hear like, oh, and like I don't laugh like that when I'm watching funny things by myself. I'm like, that's funny, but you like
It's my favorite thing in the world.
you watch TV so
It's
emotionally.
I'm the silent extra character on the
I'm
show.
jealous of that. This is why I know I have ADHD is because I will take forever to find something to watch. And then the minute I put it on, my brain will start thinking about other things, just anything, just randomly anything. And then I will look up and it will have been on for 15 minutes and I'll have no idea what's going on.
And that drives me insane.
And I have to start it over.
What also drives me insane is watching TV with you, and you'll just full on start a conversation about something that just popped into your head.
I know, that's how my brain works.
And I will pay no attention to you.
You never paying attention to me, so it's
when I'm watching TV and we like just sit down to watch something as a group together and sit down and enjoy.
I hope you say that at my eulogy. I loved him except when we were watching TV.
Watching TV with Bobby and John is the worst experience in the world. And
Not
I'll tell you
always.
why.
Not always.
John,
just when I get a little
we'll take forever to find something. We find something. Press play after
John does this
after the journey of finding what we're watching.
I don't do this.
And whether we know exactly what we're watching or we're trying to find something to watch, if John has the remote, it's a fucking journey. There's no way around it.
Is he yelling? No.
I don't know.
I thought he was yelling at us.
he wouldn't do that. But once we find it, press play. We're all set up.
The minute
the
minute the end comes up and goes,
set the remote
dun,
down, and then he'll stand up and walk out of the room. And
God knows
I just don't know how anybody does that.
Do not slam on the table, you freaking Italian. You are such an Italian.
I am.
You're such an Italian.
But then Bobby, on the other hand.
Oh, here we go, everybody. What is Bobby
Something
doing wrong?
will pop into
Bobby
his squirrel-like brain where whatever just pops in has to come out.
It's not a squirrel brain. That's just
no, it's
dog,
like squirrel.
That's the dog that goes squirrel.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have a squirrel brain. Like I'm not like a squirrel. I don't have the brain of a squirrel.
You're squirrely.
I don't have the brain of a squirrel. I have like the genius brain of Stephen Hawking mixed with the dog from Up.
Okay.
If they had a baby.
Anyway, Bobby will try to start a conversation about God knows what.
It's usually related to what we're watching. That silence is deafening, is it not?
I don't.
All right, you guys, I'm learning.
I don't always agree.
I'm learning that my best friend doesn't like to do any activities with me. So I'm just
someone
gonna go eat worms.
As you can see, someone gets their flair for drama.
No, you can't see because you're not a member of Patreon. Join it, bitch.
No, but and then I'm the bad guy because I'm trying to watch this goddamn show. I'm excited about it. I'm here. The way I watch TV, it's all or nothing. I'm either 100% watching it or I'm not.
Actually, if you could please, for a minute, put away the I love to rag on Bobby all the time hat and put the honesty hat on, because I'm becoming more self-aware and catching myself doing these things, and I've been stopping when I catch myself doing it. So I would like you to just recall the past week, because that's all I've been working on myself. It's new year, new me. And see if you can think of I've been better this week. I can only do so much. But I've also been taking my medication, which I highly encourage the mentally ill out there. Please take your meds. We appreciate that.
Please.
And so do those around you.
Yes.
But can you recall any time this week that I've done any? I don't feel like I've been that bad. Oh my God, don't make it so silent. People are going to be like...
I mean, this week we haven't had much time to
Okay, whatever. I'm just telling you that I'm
I don't remember
because you've never really told me that. I've always known that. And what?
Thought we were all painfully aware of that. I'm sorry, I wasn't aware. This wasn't...
No, you've never told me that I'm annoying to watch TV with.
No, okay.
Oh my God, we're going to have a fight and I'm going to cry on a podcast nationally. We have a listener in Australia.
Do we really?
According to the Podbean statistics.
I can't believe we've been heard on the other side of the world.
Crikey, down under, me down there. Wait, what?
Between me down there.
Between me down there. Between me down unders. But anyways, I just didn't know I was annoying to watch TV with. I understand that I'm a handful.
And that's what it
in
meant.
more ways than
Don't
one.
play a victim.
But I didn't know that I was just ugh, Gotta watch TV with Bobby.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I didn't know that. I thought I thought I was at least like a good companion. I did secure a husband with my dowry of a goat and a pig and an oxen. That's what my
You are the pig.
that's what my no, that's what my mom had to give John's parents to marry me. Is a goat and a pig and an oxen. There's no other reason as to why he married me. Can you think of any? Uh,
No.
look again. Look again. Are you sure? Are you sure? I think you. I think
Because of your best friend.
that's okay. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that I know that I do that, but please be sympathetic to the fact that it drives me just as nuts as it is driving the person that I am doing it to. Because
Okay,
I
let's
I,
not
I
forget,
do
I'm
it.
not claiming that I'm some perfect
I
person over
do
here.
it. I do it when I'm alone too. So imagine how frustrating it is. Like you love TV so much and so do I. But imagine not being able to watch TV the way you watch TV. And imagine how I feel and the jealousy that I feel because I can't do that. There's so many shows I want to start and want to watch, and I'm like, no, I won't. I just won't pay attention. I'll I'll, I'll like start thinking about like, huh, I wonder what that leaf that I saw the other day was doing, or like I would just start thinking about anything and everything.
I mean, my mind wanders.
My mind goes on international vacations.
And depending on how much weed I've smoked.
Oh, I can be stone cold sober. That's the other sad part.
Well, no, so am I. Like that affects me when I'm like that's a different like I'm incredibly high functioning.
My brain, my brain goes head to head with Ambien and tells Ambien to suck its dick, and I stay up through Ambien, which is the worst way to stay up. Just don't, don't take Ambien. I hate
What were
Ambien.
we talking about?
We're talking about how annoying I am
No,
watching
but what led to that?
watching TV with me.
What led to that?
I don't know why. I didn't write.
I felt like we were on a path somewhere, going somewhere else.
No, we've already established we weren't on a path. What do you mean
I
path?
just I felt like at the beginning of this segment, if we'll call it that.
We don't have segments. That's not science. That's not science.
I feel like I got lost where we got lost getting lost.
Yeah, and that's you
Does
know
that make
what?
sense?
Yeah, and that happens, and that's called life. So if you're out there and oh, I was just saying I was gonna cry. I remember. I don't think that we were talking about anything important. Yeah, we were talking about your day. I just asked you how you were. How was work? Remember? And then we naturally got to where we are now.
I don't. The wine's kicked in.
I'm gonna
I'm
make mine.
delirious.
I'm gonna make mine kick in.
I've had a long ass day.
Oh,
Speaking of days, here we go.
Fuck.
Into my hand here, just happened upon
This
it,
is an audio program. Nobody's watching.
is a black
He's
moleskin
He's come across my diary.
day planner. And I stumbled upon it on my day off on Sunday. And it was just sitting on the coffee table. And I'm like, what's this? And I open up and it says, this planner belongs to
It's like a
Bobby Jean Spears with his phone number.
I have my phone
And
number.
I
on
immediately was like, oh, it's Bobby's. I should put it away. And then I put it away. And then I thought
And
to
then I
myself,
thought, no.
what is Bobby? I know him.
He was gonna look at my journal
I
of
know
secrets.
that Bobby, he isn't a planner. He is a planner, but like he isn't one to sit down
and plan.
with a day planner and plan.
But I want to be that person.
But like if we're going out and doing something, you have to know every single detail about the event.
I know. That's why I want to be better at organizing my thoughts.
I had to peruse it because I had to see what
I had to peruse it.
what Bobby had to remember so bad that he wrote it in his day planner.
This is an assassination on my character.
Oh, please, I told you I did this and you busted out laughing.
Because I know that it's embarrassing.
So,
I've always in my whole life I've always wanted to be like there was always that person in junior high and high school who when you get your planners at the beginning of the year, they keep it all year and they plan everything. They write down every assignment. They write it all down and their life and oh I've always envied that level of
uh,
like thank you, that was
you're
beautiful.
welcome.
I've always envied that level of like knowing what's up, like what's going to happen next.
And
And
I know he's never been that way.
I've never been, and I've tried, and I do things, I buy things. I
So here we go. I opened up to where he had it bookmarked here with his ribbon that hangs down the center.
I was in January. Wait,
And it was a new
this is a
year.
new one. This I just did. The last time I did it was in July.
Oh, wait. Yeah,
Oh,
because we'll get there.
wait. You're in
Yeah.
2022. Look
I
back
know, but
here.
back here and up here in July, you have.
Yeah, but look right here. The last time I like labeled a month was September, and then I went.
Well, you didn't label it. The planner
Well,
labeled
I
it.
used my stickers.
Oh, those are stickers. They are
No, that's what
stickers.
I do. That's the what I
I
do with the
thought these
planner.
were like bold.
I go through and I take 30 minutes to take these tiny ass fucking
Oh
stickers.
my God, these are all
Yeah,
stickers.
and I do that
Well,
thinking
first of all,
like
this is
if
a shitty day planner if it
thi-
doesn't number the days on the calendar.
it it's so you can get it at any time of the year,
Oh, whatever. Anyway, I opened up to January 2022
which is now. The
because
future
this
is
was
now.
Sunday, which was January 2nd. I was off that day, and Bobby was working in his room, and I
In my room.
laid on the sofa watching Yellowstone all day.
Oh
Um,
yes, I've gotten him addicted to
oh my
Yellowstone. Oh,
God,
we'll talk
finished
about
season
it.
2 last
We'll
night.
talk about it.
Incredible.
We'll talk about it.
Anyway,
We'll talk about it.
January 2022. I'm gonna if you're tuning in,
Which are only two people are, so you're wasting a bit.
you're looking at this
You got to be
day
very
planner,
descriptive.
and I will say this right here.
And if any of you joined to see him make fun of me,
All it says is
that upsets
January 2022. Happy New Year. New year, new you.
me. That was for a sale.
That was
It was
that
the
was
name
all
of the sale.
that's all he's got going on in January.
It wasn't me telling myself like New Year, New
It's
You.
it's the only thing he's
I
got
don't
going on
think
in January.
is New Year, New Me.
New year, new me.
Yeah. Well,
And then
take a look back into the past. Can I take you on a blast to the past? Let's see. August. All I did was put the numbers
of
in.
the days of the week.
The days of the week, like the numbers of the month. All I did was put them in, and they're stickers, so it takes some time, which makes me feel organized while I'm doing it.
It's a routine.
And it makes me feel like, oh my gosh, if I'm taking this time to do this laborious work, I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to really use my planner, and I'm going to know everything that I'm going to do for the whole day. But all I did was put the numbers in, and then I have a.
It looks like he has a reoccurring meeting every
I do.
Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, I have a meeting.
So he put a sticker.
Well, there are. Okay, wait. I didn't just put a sticker. Stickers came with the planner, so I utilized them. And there were ones that say meeting, so I just put one every Tuesday. Like I didn't know I've had them for over a year. I know it. I know every Tuesday I have a meeting. I didn't even write what time it was, and I know what time it is, but it just says it's just a sticker that says meeting.
And he knew he
then-
had a meeting every Tuesday, so he thought I'm going to put a meeting on every Tuesday.
and I did it every month.
Now, we'll say July here looks like he's got a lot going on.
It's just sales for the company I work for. That's it. Nothing. Well, I don't have personal things.
Well, I will say back in
Let's see. Like
July of
I really
20
tried. I got this one because this planner, which I recommend, and I will link it in the description because it's a good planner.
because you go through a lot of planners.
No, but I do know that if people who do like planners were looking for a really good one, this is a really good one.
You're not a good planner.
No, I got this because of how good it looked. And
Oh, it's all cosmetic.
No, if I utilize this, I'm telling you, if I utilize this, it has so many cool things. Like, for example, once you get to the week, shut the fuck up. Once you get to the weekly part, like where it's like, okay, so right now I'm looking, granted it's blank, but I did fill in the numbers. I'm looking at July 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. Like, I'm on the week long. I'm
The week of
under,
July 5th.
yeah, under July, like in the thing, it says habits you want to make and it lists 4. So, like, it helps you to make habits.
Oh, is that
Obviously,
what that means?
it's obviously done a really good job. My first habit I wanted to learn was to use my planner. I wonder if I bet you anywhere I wrote in a habit, write in this every day, to take meds every day. That was one
In
habit.
case you forgot.
Hold on. Oh my God. Here are habits I wanted to make the week of December 27. Oh, that was last week, right?
Last week.
No.
Oh.
2022.
2021.
No, but I did this in 2022.
No, December 2022 hasn't happened yet. We're in January of 22 right now, you dipshit.
No, I meant like this past December.
So
Sorry.
21.
Yeah, that one. But it
says 22.
It ends January 2nd. So it is into I'm basically asking, it was last week, correct?
Yes.
Okay. These were the habits I wanted to make last week. Let's see if I made any of them. I don't even remember.
New year, new you. Let's see if you followed up.
Wake before 9 a.m. every day.
What time did you wake up today?
What time did you come in and say, are you still asleep?
That would be noon 15.
And then that is what time I woke up. Number 2, don't eat past 8 or 9.
What time did you eat dinner tonight?
I didn't eat dinner tonight, but last night
it was after 8.
Oh, I don't know, but last night I ate a whole box of M&Ms at 2 a.m.
Oh,
so I didn't make that one either.
I
Post daily on our Instagram, like our Hey Girl Pod Instagram.
Did you do that?
I did stories regularly.
Okay.
I don't know if I made a post every day, but I'm saying it's okay. Post daily on my personal Instagram, which I did not do. And then it says to-dos for that week were to send 2 emails, and I have not done that yet.
So you have literally not done a single thing on your day planner for last week.
Nope, I don't think so. I did go to my MRI. Oh, and I did edit this video that I wanted to edit about like skincare, and I did record the podcast. Those were 2 like priorities for the week.
Oh, well, they are under the priorities tab.
Yeah, so every day gives you 3 priorities.
They really are.
And also a habit tracker to see if you've done your habit. And what?
Did you email Allison and Ivan?
No, that's what I just said. I didn't. I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
It's on my to-do list.
It's on my to-do list. Let's see. In July, under gratitude, I wrote that I'm moving.
Oh, that's when we moved here.
Yes, that was the last time I ever wrote in this, but I didn't write anything else. Oh, here's like not bad, but I don't know. See, my problem is
the week of July 19th, he had a lot going on.
Just on Tuesday.
Oh. Tuesday was a big day that week.
Tuesday was a big day in July of Tuesday the 20th.
Okay.
This is really, when we say this podcast is about nothing, I'm reading you my day planner.
Next week we'll talk about the weather.
Stay tuned for the phone book when we get one. Actually, we had our friend Amy who listens. Hi, Amy.
Hey, girl.
Sent us a picture of a phone book, and she was like, see, they do exist.
Oh, that's right. We did that. We talked about phone books that one episode.
Yeah. See, bringing it full circle.
It's full circle.
But that's next. But see, part of my problem with day planners and such is
consistency.
That. And I can't read my own writing, really.
Well, you do write like a child.
So, like, I can take all the time in the world and fill it out, but then I look back at it and I'm like,
okay,
what the fuck did I just
Speaking
write?
of writing and full circle moments.
Oh, I know. I want to talk about it. I've got it right here because I love when I'm right. And when I'm right,
I
write.
read Bobby for Filth. I don't know if it was last episode or the episode
I think it was
last.
The second episode.
No, Tanya was here for that one. So that was episode 2.
Yeah. We're on our 4th one. Happy 4th.
Oh my God, happy 4th.
Happy 4th.
Bobby recently ordered
This is the
pens
most consistent thing I've ever done.
when he was
Yes,
in
I
an
was.
ambient stupor
Yeah, and I was red for filth because I was like,
because one color was in one pack and the other color he wanted was in the other variety pack. So he bought two variety packs just so he could make sure he could get both specific colors, which I believe were pink and purple, if I'm right.
you are correct.
Yes. See, I listened to you.
Barely.
But they were the specific pens that Lauren used from the Skitty Confidential. It's your
Yes.
gal.
Yeah.
Another full circle moment, bringing
And
it back.
she was using them.
Look him up. Bobby Jean Spears.
Yeah, she was using like.
So Bobby bought them.
Yeah, and I was like, it's like that scene in Mean Girls where she's like, I saw Regina George wearing camo pants and flip flops, so I got camo pants and flip flops.
Exactly.
It was like I saw Lauren get a white Acroball pen from Amazon, so I got a white Acroball pen from Amazon.
Let me set the stage.
And she's always talking about how it's the best pen ever, and he was like making fun of me because I was like, well,
I was
they
making
said it
fun
was
of you for buying two variety packs in an ambient
well,
stupor
and
just
also
because
you were like,
two
you were
specific
like,
colors.
what are you writing?
But
You're
let me just point out
what are
something.
you
The
writing?
ink,
What are
all
you-"
the ink in every pen is the same color. It's just black.
Yeah, I just wanted.
But it's like the
aesthetically.
exterior of the pen is either like it's like white with pink or like white with green or
Right.
white with purple.
Yeah, or orange.
So
and,
I
like,
needed
you
a
know,
pen
other
to fill
colors.
out something for the mail.
And he made fun of me because he was like, when are you gonna write? A pen's a pen. Blah, 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 blah.
So I had to fill out something that I got in the mail to send back, and I needed a pen, and there was no pen to be found. And I told Bobby, I said, "You're gonna, if I recall, you're gonna put 3 in your bag and
Yeah,
lose the rest of
the
them."
mean thing he said back then. He was like, "You're probably just gonna put 3 in a bag and then lose them all." And then he just like
So then
right
when
before the pod
I needed a pen to fill
said,
out the thing that I got in the mail.
"Do you have a pen?" And I was like, "Actually,"
They're in my bag,
and I had 3 of them,
and he had 3 of them.
and they were in like little pen slots. See,
They
I try so hard to stay organized, but it just doesn't last.
But so he handed me the pen, and let me tell you, my handwriting has never looked more like a font on Microsoft Word that you could choose among.
I just wrote for you to see if I write better.
No.
Do I not? See,
So right, like a legit 4th grader who's still mastering like
it really
a
does.
grip
Do you know
holding a pen or a pencil.
that episode of Friends where Joey writes a handwritten note about Chandler and Monica to recommend them as
Oh yes.
as adoptive parents,
Yes,
and they
yes,
thought it
yes.
was from a kid. That's how I write.
Yes.
If you really saw my writing, which I just wrote, Bobby is so pretty. You would think that a 4-year-old wrote
But-
this.
So here I am now,
There
a
I sat.
believer in the
Acroball white.
Pilot brand. Pilot is the manufacturer of the pen.
Yes.
The series of pen is the Acroball series. And I gotta say,
Riveting content.
10 out of 10, highly recommend this writing utensil. But you know what? I say that as a nerd because nothing gets me hard than a good
Thick.
pen. And I particularly love a fine tipped pen. The finer the tip, the harder my dick.
See, I don't like a fine tipped pen.
Ugh.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I might.
I'm very passionate about a fine tipped pen.
I don't use a lot of
But
them.
even though this is not as fine as it could be, the writing experience, never better. Never better. 10 out of 10. Pilot Acroball. Go get you one.
Yes.
Tell them
See?
the Hey Girl podcast sent you.
Yeah.
Put in the discount code Hey Girl and get 0% off.
Yeah. Oh, it would be
Because
funny.
they are not a sponsor.
It would be funny if every episode, since we don't have sponsors, that we picked like today's podcast has not been brought to you by and is in no way affiliated with, but like it's people
Pilot
we want,
Acroball.
but it's like manifesting. Like maybe they'll hear
AARP.
this. Yeah.
Diners Club.
Gay RP. Diners Club of America.
Grubhub.
But like today, we can say the podcast is not sponsored and not brought to you today by the Pilot Acroball White Limited. I don't know if they're limited, but they might be.
They're fucking fantastic. That's what they are.
They didn't help me, and if you have shitty writing, nothing's gonna help you. Do you think I could get better at writing, or do you think I just don't? Like I've always wondered why. It's because I can do like okay, I'm gonna write this same thing again, like, and I'm gonna try to concentrate. Like just print.
I think that's the problem is that you concentrate too hard.
Trying to stay in like the line. Oh my god, no, just the word
Bob.
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 Just the word
Didn't even
Bob.
finish his name. Bob.
Look, no, it doesn't like. Okay, so give me say like a short like 5 letter or
Say,
5 sentence or 5 word sentence, and I'm gonna write it like fast, like I'm taking notes.
welcome to the podcast.
Okay,
Now I'm going to do it.
okay. That's how I would take notes. That's why when I take notes for work and I get off a Zoom call, I'm like,
All
okay,
right.
so wait,
Tell me when.
what? Oh, let me think. You have to do welcome to the podcast.
Okay,
too.
ready?
Ready, go. Okay, so far I'm faster because someone's talking to you. They're like giving you notes, like you're in it.
I will say, very sloppy for my standards.
Let me see. It's an audio program. They can't see. I'll be the judge.
Well, I was going to hold it up to the camera for the people who might subscribe.
Well, I will, but I want to look first because I want to see. Okay, I am so jealous. How does that come out of your arm? How does it come out of your hand? Look, I want. This is worth the
I have longer
$5.
arms. Let me bring it up.
Okay, we're showing.
So tell them you're on the top and
I'm the top.
I'm on the bottom. I knew it when it came out of my mouth.
I'm the top. Scott's the bottom. And as you can see, I'm a sloppy top. Scott's a very neat bottom, very clean, very
So
tidy.
as you can see, I can write in a perfectly straight line on lined, ledged paper.
Even with the double dotted line in the middle.
Yes.
To help.
And every letter is legible for the most part, I would say. For me.
I can kind of I know exactly. I'm DTF with your writing. Like I can read it right away.
Yes.
Welcome to the podcast.
Whereas you, this looks
This
like...
is me trying. I'm not being funny because nobody was watching.
It looks like you wrote this while tripping on acid and tripping on the ground.
I know.
And writing at the same time.
I know. And now that you look at it, it looks like welcome. Do. That's the for. I would know that was
for
the.
H-E.
No, I would know that was the because I know how I make my fours and it's not like connected.
But it looks like...
And then it looks like pot eat.
It looks like
Or
P-D. E-A-S-T.
PD cats or something. I don't know, but I know what it says. I would know what it says. But there are sometimes
Oh my God.
where like if I'm taking notes during a Zoom call on about a product or something, and I'm like writing really fast, and I'm like trying to keep up, and I don't want to stop and be like, wait, I'm not done. I will look back at my notes and be like, I'm just gonna have to call this person and be like, so remember when you said this part?
But here's the deal too. You also have handwriting that looks like it's trying to be cute and neat.
What? No,
But
I don't think
written
so. I
by
think it looks like
a person who's learning to try to write cute and neat.
What do you mean?
Like, John and I were talking about this earlier. We love writing. We love handwriting. We love the way like everybody writes differently. It's like a snowflake. Everyone writes differently. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, you guys are deep.
But
I'm gonna write "Welcome to the podcast" with my left hand while you do this.
I doubt it will be any better.
Okay, well, you just keep telling your story. I'm gonna do this. Don't watch.
I can't
It makes
help
me
it.
nervous. I feel like I'm at the urinal whipping out our ding dongs. Okay, you keep saying it. You can't look. Keep talking.
So like
You love.
I've
Writing.
always wanted to write nice, and I just don't think you've ever cared. So you haven't like.
No, I've cared. Do you know what? In second grade, I tried. I was so excited for cursive writing, to learn it and to do it.
You know they don't even teach it anymore.
I know, but I couldn't do it anyway. It was
I could
terrible.
still do it.
It was terrible. I mean, I can do it.
There
but
may
it
be
looks awful.
one or two capital letters that I don't know like the technical cursive for, but I could write you a. Do you know who writes in cursive still to this day?
Who?
I think they do. They did the
I
every
forgot
time
to write.
I've ever seen this person write,
Hold on, I have to read that.
they write in like perfect cursive, and
Who?
that's you, Amy. You know who like Amy.
Our friend Amy.
Our friend
She's
Amy,
a teacher, so
who
she
is
has
a
to have good
teacher.
writing. She has to write on a board. I don't know if they have boards anymore.
They have whiteboards, don't they? Smart boards.
There's my left hand.
Okay, my turn. Left-handed.
I think I did a good job.
Riveting podcast.
This is very riveting.
Quality here. Oh, I can't. I'm so uncomfortable writing left-handed.
I can't even jerk off with that hand or like do anything with it sexually. It's just like it's just in the way. If I were amputated, I'd be better in bed. Just have a bionic arm that you could program to do whatever you wanted. You're doing it really slow. I at least like
I'm holding my breath.
this is so riveting. Well,
Welcome to the pod. EOD. C A S
it's so fun, you guys. It's so fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Unveiling.
All right, let me look.
I will say
I'm gonna inspect this like
the
Dolores Umbridge.
the difference is not,
I did my S backwards.
the difference is not nearly as
Look.
night and day. You sure did, as like round one.
It kind of looks the same to me, except
does.
I did my S backwards. Damn.
I will say I had to do like a lowercase a. That was hard to do backwards.
Okay, I'm gonna
the way I
show.
write 'em.
I'm gonna show the non-cheap people.
Here. Can you?
And what I mean by that, while we're showing you, is you can join our Patreon for $3, $5, or $10.
The last two lines. The top one is Bobby.
I'm the top again,
On the very last, next to last.
and then Scott is the bottom again. But this time we're about equally as sloppy. So
Yeah, both of them aren't good. I will say, all of my letters face the right direction.
speaking of sloppy bottomus, I heard you had a hookup this week.
Oh, that was an excellent transition, Bobby.
Thank you.
You've become an excellent podcaster.
Thank you. Well, I have to change the subject somehow.
No, I had another excursion
Yes, tell
this
us.
previous week.
Tell us about this gentleman.
It was, again,
Where'd we meet him?
we met him on...
Where did the romance bloom?
We first met on the Grinder. It's this new dating app. And we decided to hook up,
Oh.
and we did. And I wish we didn't.
Well, no, set some more stage. Like
I mean,
you
I will say
what
this.
what does his profile picture look like? What was the name? What did
was
it
very
say?
si-
What was the about me?
It was
I
very
need
simple.
I need all of it.
I don't like a lot of bio and profiles because I know it's all bullshit. I would rather you give me,
What?
I would rather you just give me
People
an adequate amount of pictures.
Do people lead with the dick now? Like, I mean, is that
Well, it
just
depends
like,
on what platform you're on.
Oh.
On Grinder, absolutely. It's
Like
I mean,
profile pics or dicks?
well, you can't do that. And
That's
my
sad.
my thoughts exactly. I would rather just go. We're all on Grinder. We're all here for the same reason.
You would make your dick your profile picture? I would not. I would be.
I would be okay.
I would.
If
My
we had
profile
the
picture
option.
would just say, "Sending pictures for old men with money."
I do have standards when it comes to sending pictures. Like if you have a face picture,
I don't even like to look at myself naked. I'm not sending a picture.
and then I mean you have everybody has nude pictures on their phone. Like if you don't, you're a liar. That's what
Mine are sneaky ones that I've taken of John naked.
I remember that one I made as my background on
I
my
know,
phone.
and then I send them out. You know, the sanctity of marriage. I respect it.
Bobby had a picture of John in his phone of him just like standing up in his closet. It's from the backside. There was no dick in it whatsoever. It was just a butt, but it was like a full backside, like top to bottom.
Yeah, he was just standing there, and I just clicked a pic, and I just sent it.
So Bobby was like, "Oh my god, we're all gonna be like we were all sitting on the couch that night or something. I don't know." And he was like, "Make this the background on your phone." And so like you just happen to check the time or something.
He's so lucky to have married me.
And so like
I wish I were him.
set it up perfectly. I just like pulled out my phone right beside John, and I was like, I wonder what time it is. And like I looked at it, and he was like, "Oh, it's like, 9:25." And then he like paused. He was like, "Oh,
He didn't even know I took it. I just took it for myself.
And he would have, if it wasn't for that tramp stamp, I don't think he would. It would have taken him a lot more time to figure it out.
who it was because he didn't know it was taken.
Yes.
But anyway, so you meet you how
Oh
long
yeah.
do you talk? How long did
Oh,
you
we've
talk?
been chatting far too long.
Oh,
Because it was the holidays and everything, we have been chatting on and off for so long.
Did Jesus cock
Could
block
never,
you? Did his
could
birthday?
never like firm it down between like work schedules and
That damn
traveling
Jesus
and
just had to be born.
shopping, all that crap that goes with the holidays. Anyway, we got together. His pictures made him look.
Did
a
you go to
lot.
his house?
I did.
I don't like other people's houses.
I prefer other people's houses because
Oh,
then
I
I
would
can just
prefer
fucking
it
leave.
too, but I just don't like it. I don't like it.
It also really sets the mood, like, too.
What do you mean?
Like if I walk into like a dumpster dive of a house, which I've, it's happened
I mean, would you
on
just
more than one
do you
occasion.
would you just leave?
I have shown up and left.
I would be like, "Oh my god, I forgot something in my car. I'll be
Yeah.
right back," and then I would never come back.
I've done it, but you know what? Like I didn't feel bad about it because they were like they were awful situations. and I
never
was, like,
feel
Not
bad.
going to submit to myself to
You should
that,
never feel bad.
no matter how horny I was.
Yeah.
But no, this guy was. His pictures made him look a lot more what he was. But I'm okay with like that's fine. I'm not.
What were the plans? Did you have anything in your agenda as to what you were going to do when you got there, and then nothing happened, or what?
Like we
Like,
were gonna go for it.
Were you gonna penetrate?
That was the plan.
Who was gonna penetrate who?
It was up in the air. We both came prepared.
Oh, you were gonna do it like Cirque du Soleil style,
Yep.
up in the air.
We
Just,
both came prepared.
okay, and then you just like it. Was it awkward?
And
Were you
I
like,
just,
hey,
like-
hello, how are you?
It started, it was good. Like it just it was we forced something that we shouldn't have done, and then he was not endowed.
Was it a micro penis?
It might as well have been.
Really?
It like
Was
let
it
me
like
just
just
say
a big clip?
he took pictures and they were not to scale. And I should have known better.
You should have been.
But
like,
I'm not a size queen.
You
I'm
should.
not.
Would you not
Sorry,
pound?
I'm
You
pounding.
Italian? Quit
Oh, I'm
pounding.
pounding.
Oh, quit
Um,
pounding. I'm
I
sorry,
am
the
not a size
Jones.
queen. I mean, don't get me wrong. I won't knock it if you got it. However, if you know what you got and you know how to use it,
You
you're
should have been
just
like.
fine by me.
You should have been like after when you left. You should have been like, sir.
I had an exit interview.
You should have put like your pictures need to have something in them, like a can of Pepsi.
I need something to scale.
or something to scale it by. A
Hold me up,
remote
like,
control, perhaps.
a
The Apple
G.I. Joe.
The Apple TV remote is what I'm most.
Excellent.
That is what I'm most probably in my mind could measure anything by.
A
Like,
Starbucks cup.
that's about 2 Apple TV remotes. Like I can
A tuna can.
because I use it so much. A tuna can for girth or for radius.
What else?
Diameter.
Both.
What about a packet? What about a tuna packet? Like a starfish
I'm
tuna?
concerned. Like, is that for scrotal purposes?
No, like a
Uh-uh.
packet. It's long. I don't know. But it just needs. He should have not misled you. Did he just have good angles?
Yeah, big time. And I had those thoughts going into it. I knew I could have like walked into that
So
situation.
did the hookup finish, or
It
did
didn't. There was no penetration. I didn't want the penetration.
Did you make up an excuse to leave?
I did.
What was it?
I was like, I gotta go.
That
I
was
said I
it.
gotta go. I gotta work in the morning.
I guess that's all. Yeah. I mean, what do you owe him? No, nothing.
Nothing.
You owe him no excuse. But I really wish you would have been like,
I
I'm gonna
will say,
go. Your dick. Your
The
dick.
face, everything was working.
You really like false advertised.
But like, it was nothing to write home about.
Well, if
Just
it
another
was,
notch in the bedpost.
well, if it was, you've got a great pen here.
I sure do.
The Acroball,
Pilot Acroball.
not sponsored. This
This-
show has not brought to you by the Acroball Pilot White Green.
I think the Acroball has a bigger ball than this guy.
was it? Oh, this pen.
To scale? Oh
This
my god,
pen hard.
no.
No.
In length? Absolutely not.
What
I
about
will say he has a little bit more girth.
from the tip to the bottom of this pen? Show me where.
I would
Show me where
say-
he touched you.
Honestly,
Where did
and
he touch
from
you?
the part where you click it
Uh-huh.
to the grip, where the grip
No.
stood.
Hard. Hard.
It was
Where do you put that?
again.
Where do you put that?
Again, I have seen people do more with less. And those people, I You
Wow.
know what? I'm here.
He probably pisses on his balls. Ew, you just snotted on that thing. Open your notes. Because we had something we wanted to talk about, but ew. I'm glad I'm returning those. So last night, did we talk? Is that what we were talking about at the beginning? And we were like, no, I don't think that was it. But anyway, I will sum up last night. We were going to do this podcast, and I had it all set up over there on the couch. You don't know where that is. Right now, we're coming to you live from the dining room. And I thought I got it all nice and whatever. And we were having technical difficulties, and I'm returning like everything because when I get pissed, that's what we were talking about is how like last night I was like just taking forever and I was being like way too much of a perfectionist and I should have just gone with it or whatever. But this technical equipment was just not up to like standards and it was driving me freaking insane and I could hear different things and Scott was getting frustrated and I was like keeping him up way past grandpa's bedtime. And so I sent him
To
off to
be fair, it
bed.
was way past both our
Oh
bedtimes.
yeah, it was. But I just it didn't happen. And now
Just like that sex I was supposed to have.
exactly. And I just set it up over here today and then he just slid into it when he came home
Slithered
from
right
work.
in.
And all of this equipment that I got is going to go back. I've got new equipment coming that is hopefully better, which you're probably sitting there listening thinking it sounds fine. And it probably does. And if you don't think it does, fuck you. But I agree. And so I just want it to sound a little better, a little more polished. And I am, basically taking audio engineering classes on Google. So
I
bear
literally do nothing to help.
bear with. Yes, Scott does nothing.
I'm
Nothing.
here just to be the pretty face and the
Well, the closest pretty face that I had. John, I knew wouldn't do it. And if I had John on, he'd just sit here and stare at me like he does in real life. It would be a podcast of like, la 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 la, right, John? Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, you guys should hear. I wish that it didn't embarrass him when I talked about him, but it does embarrass him. But it's cute. But picture,
So gay, so southern.
so I mean, like Fran Drescher, just like, oh my God. And not all the time. Like
It's not all the
it's
time.
like he goes into this voice sometimes
When he's
where
like
it's
trying to
like,
be cute. I don't know if he's trying to.
he's not. It's not even when he's trying to be cute. It just comes through. It's like really nicely, and like
And there's like nowhere to go.
he was like,
oh
my God, and then you guys, and it's just so funny, and like we'll make fun of him, and he just gets so embarrassed. It's so cute.
It
But
is.
I want to get him. Maybe we'll get him as a guest. He's hard to get.
Oh my God. I can just. His poor heart.
What do you mean? He would get nervous probably. I don't know
He
why
would.
though. He
But he's
works.
so cute
He
when
works
he
with
is.
the public and is always like he works retail. Like that's
But John does not like
you
the
have to be-
attention on him.
no, he does not. And that is something that is very hard to um have as a trait and be married to me. Because no matter where we go, we don't just like things aren't just like chill. Like one time we left a Walmart and I was like screeching at this old ass lady asking me for a receipt because I'd already thrown it away. And like I got into this huge argument with her. I won't even go into the whole story, but just know that at the end of the huge argument, I looked around and I was like, come on, John, we're leaving. Well, he was already in the car. After I had just
But
like
you.
defended my honor to this 87-year-old woman who just wanted to see my receipt, but I didn't have it.
But you love to make a scene.
I don't love to make a scene every once
You
in a while.
just don't hesitate to make a scene if you need to. If you feel.
No, because I feel like that's just like standing up for yourself. Because I never
You
did
can
that.
stand up for yourself.
I never did that though.
There's standing up for yourself, and then there's making a scene.
Some things deserve a scene. Some things
You are a scene
deserves.
stealer.
But I don't do it on purpose. That's just I
And you're easily provoked into.
I
a
just
scene.
go into my natural reaction.
So tell us about the time that you were at the movie theater.
I'd already told it on this podcast.
Did you?
Yes. Oh my God, we're running out of stories. Thanks. This was the end.
Like I said, come back next week for the weather.
Yeah. And when I read the dictionary, we're gonna start with the bees. just to like spice it up. But no, I've already talked about that when the guy, if you're a new listener, the guy touched my shoulder and like told me to turn my phone off, and I turned around and I told him to just sit the fuck down, find his seat, and I'll turn my phone off when I'm goddamn ready. And I looked over and waited for some backup from my big old husband who's bigger than me and could have just like stood up and been like, "Now listen." I'm just kidding. But
You mean nice?
yeah, but I looked over and he's just like staring straight ahead at the screen, watching the previews, acting like I don't exist, like he just happened to sit beside me. And I just I don't make scenes on purpose. I just react.
But the fuse is short.
My fuse is very short.
Very short.
A lot like your hookups.
Oh,
Yes.
fair.
Yeah.
Very.
And my husband has a very, 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 very big dick. I mean, long fuse. But he really does have a very big dick. No, but he really does have a very long fuse, and
he does.
He can take a lot of bullshit and a lot of annoyances and a lot of like pokes and prods and make fun ofs and whatever.
He is a saint.
But then you reach a certain point with him, and you know they say you marry a parent. I definitely married my father, because if you remember, he was like that. Like,
Yes.
you could joke one time. Like, my dad was so ticklish, you could touch his side one time, and he'd go, "Ooh." He'd just like that. But then if you did it again, he'd haul off and just go off. Like, it was no longer funny. There was not an ounce of laughs to be had. You were a terrible person, and you deserve to be like struck and like killed. And that's kind of how John is. Like, when he reaches a certain point, he's mad at you. And he's only, I think we've literally, I tell people this and they don't believe me. John and I have probably had one and a half fights in our whole, in our whole like however long we've been together, since 2013 to 2022, 9 years. We've had maybe one and a half fights.
Oh my God, you guys have almost been together for 10 years.
Yeah, and we've never fought. And the reason we've
to
never
think
fought.
You're only 23 years old.
I know. I've been married. I was a child bride. You never like.
You need to tell us about your dowry.
Yeah, it was the goat. And like, the reason we don't fight is because he won't fight. Like, it's not for lack of trying.
Oh, because you try.
I have tried. I get pissed sometimes, and I want to fight, and I am just forever.
There are
shut
times
down.
that Bobby looks at me and he'll be like, "Shh, watch," and like start poking at John, and it's just like, now watch, he'll react like this, and he'll say something, and then John will be like, and react exactly the way that Bobby has described.
But we've never fought. Like, I have tried to fight.
And yes, he will have his reaction, but then he'll come back in and be like, and like laugh it off and like
which
moving
is
on.
very, very good for me, because I am someone who will, like, if you'll fight with me, I'll fight for you. I'll fight with you until we're both dead in the grave and buried. Because I not that I want to win, but I'll just keep going.
But you want to win.
But I do want to win, and I usually do. I always win.
Or you justify it in a way that you think you won.
Or I turn around and just run away. But he just doesn't let me take it past the point of like, I'm mad about this. He'll be like, okay, sorry you're fucking mad. I said, oh, sorry, we're done. And then I'm just like, and I got nothing. I got nothing to say. What do you say to someone who's just like, okay, I won't, sorry. How am I supposed to be like, well, you better do it. You better.
How do you react to someone rising above?
Yeah, how do you react to someone doing the right thing? What am I supposed to do? I just want to fight a little. But it's actually really good for me, because I can imagine if I were with someone like myself, we would not be together.
Oh my God.
We wouldn't be together ever. We wouldn't be together. It just wouldn't happen. But I think
that's my problem. I don't know if I need somebody who's like me or the exact opposite of me. Or someone that kind of like compliments me.
I think you need someone like John. Honestly.
You see, I don't, because I need someone to like fight with me. You know what I mean? Not fight. Like, I just need someone to like.
Well, then you need someone like me.
Yeah, but you're a lot.
Okay. A diluted version of me. Perhaps titration.
A diet version of you.
Yeah. A Bobby light, if you will. Lighter. I'm already light. But yeah, you need someone who can keep up with you, which makes it
I mean, really,
we're
the
making
only
it sound like John
requirement is a
can't keep up
pulse
with
and
you.
a penis,
A pulse and a penis. Ew.
and I'm negotiable on the penis.
We have a dog who is a male. He has a
I
pulse.
mean, at this point in my life.
I've seen his red rocket. It's quite impressive. It comes out when he's excited. And we do have Larry. We have a cat penis as well. I think. Do cats have penises?
They do, and they're like spiky and wet. It's like wet sandpaper.
Does it come out?
It does.
Only when they're like not fixed.
I mean, I don't know.
This isn't riveting. If you're a veterinarian, please
Call in.
contact me and give me free medical advice and let me know about cats' penises. Because now
And I don't know why I know that either.
I see. I mean, Larry's fixed, but I still see his ball sack. We just both
tell me.
at the exact same time
Look
looked
at
to the
Larry.
right and looked at Larry.
Well, I look at him for his safety.
For his safety.
Yeah, like what do you do? Like? Why are you checking out his ball sack? Why are you checking out his ball sack?
I'm not checking it out, but when he wants belly scrubbins, I see it. It's just out there. He doesn't have the
Do you show
luxury
him
of
your
pants.
balls when he scratches your belly?
All my animals have seen me naked, poop, pee, in the bathtub.
Gia gives you a rim job.
I mean, they're all on the bed when I have sex.
Oh my god!
Well, not all the time. We always make Bay go to bed, and usually Larry's just like, "Well, do you guys stop?" And he leaves. Gia's usually the only one who stays for the whole show.
She's a cuckold.
She lives.
She's
for
a
it.
little cuck.
She loves to like lick up lube. She, one time, okay, so I didn't buy this dildo, but it came.
Oh, I have that video on my phone still.
It was a free It was a free gift with purchase, and it was
giant.
It's like I was kind of excited. I was like, oh my god, I've never had a dildo. It's gonna come and
What?
it's gonna be a dildo. It was a long time ago.
Okay.
I've had a dildo.
My
since
first
then.
dildo.
I've had one since then. No, I don't really need one. Clone a Willy. This is sponsored by, not sponsored by, Clone a Willy.
Love-ins.
Ew, I don't understand those. I don't want to be like in the drive-thru at McDonald's and someone buzzes my asshole and I like.
Well, you would have to have it in your asshole.
I know, but then I like take my foot off the brake and rear end.
Yeah, which is why I would never recommend you doing something like that.
Yeah, I don't need to be surprised.
Now me on the other, no.
But it was a free gift with purchase, and it was a gigantic dildo. It was probably, let's see. Well, I don't even know. It was huge. It was not like the biggest in length
but
that
it was
you've ever seen.
well above average.
But it was like wide, like a frickin' like
Tuna can.
I couldn't get my
A
whole
Coke can.
hand around it, and so we never used it, obviously. But I liked to like
At
tease my
first.
dog with it, and we have like a video of her like licking it, and I feel like PETA would be very angry about it, but it's so cute. I like slap her with it, and like, you like that? You like it? I was like, lick it, and she's like, and it's so cute.
Poor girl has no idea.
No, but that is but yeah, that's the only dildo.
So,
I
but
have.
like you had lube on it one time, and you discovered that's how she liked it because she licked it off.
No, I think it was just off the sheets.
Silicone or water based?
Oh, I'm actually very much into. Write this down with your new Pilot. What's it called? Pilot Acroball pen
Arcoball.
that you bought because of me, you
Acroball.
guys. Since I'm influencing you, and write in your day planner to look at this lube called Woo More Play. WOOMORE Play. Woo More Play. It's a coconut oil based lube.
Oh yeah.
And it tastes like cupcakes.
Oh no.
Yeah, I made you taste it. Remember when I came?
Yeah, but I don't want that in my. I don't want that in me or on me.
It's 100%. It's like natural.
I don't need a flavored lube.
It's not that you need it. It's just like it's like a scent. It like
I don't need a scent.
it's not heavy though. I'm telling you, like you don't. It doesn't smell like you're like fucking against a rail of cupcakes. It just happens to like what if?
If
Oh
you
my
pull
God,
out, is it like whipped cream?
No, I almost got
Is
so
it like icing?
I almost got so vulgar and said something.
No, go for it.
No, I don't want to.
Please
What if
do.
my mom listens one day? Just
Oh, like she's gonna fucking care. I'm more worried about my mother, and so should you be.
I don't. Your mother knows me. Your mother knows
Yeah,
me.
but your mom has let us say
But like,
fuck since the 4th grade.
yeah. But what? But like, okay. So like, no, I don't even want to say it. It's too
Okay, well, get
vulgar.
creative with it. Or
It's
here,
too
write it down.
vulgar. It's
Write it
too
down on your day
vulgar.
planner.
It's too vulgar.
I'll say it.
Okay, no, I'll say it.
Go.
Like, what if you're like doing it, like
Like dick in the ass.
yeah, like
Penetration.
it's like doing it. Stop.
Okay.
Stop. Yeah, you're doing it, and you're so hard.
Okay.
No, and then you take it out, and not because you're done, but
There's
like
shit
you're like
on your dick.
no, but like you're like switching positions, or you're like
Okay.
oh in the mood, and then you want to go
Mhm.
back in for like some buffet, like
Oh yeah. Ass to mouth. I'm here for it.
no, mouth
but
to ass.
Mouth to ass. Yeah.
Yeah, like the opposite version. Yeah. Well, I don't like that with like silicone lube or like water lube. Like I don't want lube, but like when it's coconut oil that kind of tastes like cupcakes, it's like
Yeah, no.
it's better. It's good.
I disagree.
It's really good.
I'm
It's
here
really
for-
good, and it's really good for you. It's natural, and you don't have like where it's like oil. It absorbs, so you're like, my taint has never been more moisturized.
That is a nice feeling.
Yeah. So like when
And
you're done, you don't
I'm-
have like residue. It's just like it absorbed and like your
we discussed in a previous episode that I
your
have a lot
penis
of
is so
friction down
soft.
there.
Yeah, you should use that.
It'd be like a new chub rub.
Yeah, you should try Woo More Play.
Woo, more play.
Yeah, and you know how I know it's good? Because the Skinny Confidential told me it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, her husband is like part owner of the company, and it's really fucking good. So anything that Lauren tells me to get, I get. I mean, she told me to get a
I just have problems
$9
with
pen.
flavored things.
It's not like super flavored. You tasted
But
it.
there's flavor.
When I got it, I brought it out to him. I was like, lick my finger. But it doesn't like.
And I was dumb enough just to go for it.
But it doesn't. It's not like overwhelming. It just tastes like coconut oil. Really, it's barely flavored, like at all.
I don't care.
You should. I think it's hot.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot.
When I was thinking it's hot.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. This is hot.
This is too much.
That's hot.
This is really hot.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot.
This is
That's
way
hot.
too much.
That's hot. That's hot.
That's so hot.
That's hot. That's hot.
I love this.
That's hot.
I made this.
That's hot.
You don't say.
That's hot.
That's
That's
hot.
really hot.
That was too much. It was
I
a-
made that just for you because I knew you would hate it.
What-
So we'll do it again.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot.
That's hot.
It's just too
Hold on,
long.
just listen.
That's hot.
Like every
That's
time she
hot.
says it.
That's hot.
just listen.
This
Which
is hot.
one?
That's hot.
That's hot.
This is really hot.
That's hot.
Have you said
hot.
every time she says it?
That's hot. That's hot.
Paris
That's
or
hot.
Nicole?
That's hot.
Well, you're ruining it.
That's really hot.
You
That's
see how I
hot.
did that?
I don't like that. I don't like that you ruined that. How dare you?
You knew I'd hate it.
I know. I did it. I did it because you would hate it. But listen.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot.
That's hot.
That's hot.
That's hot.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot.
That's hot.
This is hot.
That's hot.
That's hot.
This is
My
really
favorite one's
hot.
coming
That's
up.
hot.
That's hot. They're hot.
That's hot. That's hot.
That's hot.
That's hot. That's hot.
That's really hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot.
That's hot.
That's hot. That's hot.
That's hot.
That was hot.
That was hot. That's my favorite. That was hot. That was hot. I love Paris Hilton. She is one of my idols. She has the best, I mean, the most underrated pop album of all time
I don't think it's the
goes
most
to Paris
underrated.
Hilton. It really is. It's
I think
so
it's
good.
just
Okay,
well
you know what?
deservedly
Do
underrated.
you respect the opinion of Lady Gaga? Let me ask you that.
Lady
Lady-
Gaga.
Lady Gaga, do you respect her opinion musically?
I mean,
Answer the
I like
question.
her music.
I may be leading, but answer the question.
I
It
like
doesn't
her
matter.
music.
Do you think she's musical?
I think she's musical.
Okay, which
That's-
means she has some level of musical taste,
But
right?
that's a very low bar.
It doesn't matter. There's an interview of Paris Hilton with Lady Gaga where she says, and I quote to you, that "Stars Are Blind" is the best pop album of all time.
I think that had to have been some kind of sarcasm.
Okay, no, wait, that's not what she said. She said it is a great pop record and I love it and like I'm obsessed with it and she
But did she
loves
say
it.
it the way like Aretha Franklin said that Taylor Swift had beautiful gowns?
No, she was serious. This was like Just Dance Lady Gaga and Paris Hilton was interviewing her and it was before Lady Gaga was even really that big and Lady Gaga was like, "I can't believe I'm here with you." She was like, "I promise you, Stars Are Blind is like the greatest pop record this year." And she was being serious. I don't believe that Lady Gaga would lie. And I think that Paris Hilton is the best singer of our generation. I'm just kidding. I really honestly don't know. Like when I love all the songs and I know them all, but none of it sounds like I would
Good.
picture her. No, it sounds good. But none of it sounds as if I would what I picture her singing voice sounds like. So if that's really what she sounds like, cool. But it just doesn't. But I don't know. But I choose to believe it's all her, and I love it, and it's perfect, and I think it's.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot.
That's hot.
That's hot. That's hot.
I want to kill you.
That's hot.
That's hot.
This is hot.
This is hot.
That's hot.
This is really
So now
hot.
that you've had your
That's hot.
shameless Paris Hilton
That's
plug,
hot. That's hot.
That's
Hold on.
hot. That's
Let's
hot.
wait for my favorite one.
That's really hot.
That's
really
hot.
hot. That's so
That's
hot.
hot.
That's hot. That's hot.
That's hot.
That was hot.
That was hot. That's my favorite. That was hot. Paris and Nicole raised me. They really did.
I will say I
And
do
Brittany.
remember that one year that you got me The Simple Life 2 on DVD as my Christmas gift.
You know what? That's the gift that keeps on giving. Sorry about it. I own all the seasons.
I own it.
And I watch them all the time. That is such a good show. It taught me how to have a work ethic.
Tell me more.
No, it didn't. But it just like I loved it. I loved it. It's like I can watch it over and over, and it's so good. It's just like the best show ever. 1, 2, and 3, 4 and 5. I can take or leave. But the OGs that were on Fox, they were some banging television, and I don't care.
I will say that was like the beginning of like the trashiest of the trashy reality TV.
No, it wasn't trashy. It's good. It was really good. In fact, I would almost
I was gonna
say
say you think you were going for a sound
that-
effect there, and I was.
That's
It was
That's
hot.
Oh my god!
That's hot.
That's hot.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot.
That's hot.
This is hot.
That's hot.
That's hot.
This is really hot.
That's hot. That's hot.
They're hot.
That's hot. That's hot.
That's hot.
That's hot. That's hot. That's really hot.
That's hot. That's hot. That's hot.
That's hot.
That's hot. That's hot.
That's hot.
That was hot.
That's hot.
That is really hot.
I think
the other night. Oh my god! First of all, nobody can see this, but this is just like off. Like, I got sent these nails today, and they're Spice Girls nails, and I'm showing them to Scott. You all don't get to
who do
see,
you think you are?
but they all represent a different Spice Girl. Oh my god! That was a sneeze of Scott. No one's murdered. Everyone is still okay. Speaking of murder, I like at night. Do you watch murder shows, like true crime murder shows?
I
Like,
do not.
You don't like those?
I just don't care.
I know. I have trouble too.
I'm watching Yellowstone.
I don't know
That's
if
about
it's.
as
I don't
dark
know
as
if
it
people will
gets
get
for
mad
me.
at me about saying this, but like I watched the special on Gabby Petito, that thing, and like they,
I think her and I went to different schools together.
you know who I'm talking about though, don't you?
Sure don't.
The Gabby Petito girl who was like in the van and her fiance came home. It was all over everything. It's like
Nope.
you know because we spoke about it. Oh my god, you are ruining this whole thing.
Gabby Petito could be
The girl who went on a trip to document
Scott
her life.
Peterson.
Listen, in a van with her boyfriend or whatever, and then the boyfriend came back without her, and everyone was like, "Where is she?" And he wouldn't talk, and all of that. It just we talked about it.
and I've already forgot about it.
Okay, well, that's kind of my point. Is that it's very. This special, like for some reason the internet I got obsessed with it, and I mean obviously it's sad a girl's missing, whatever, but like I don't get the obsession. Like they portray her, which makes me wonder. This is what I was wondering last night. If I were to die tomorrow or like go missing, and I became like an internet sensation as to like I went missing, they talk about her in this special on Peacock. If you don't have Peacock, it's on Peacock, and it's just one episode. It's an hour and 30 minutes of your life you'll never get back. And she had
Setting us up here.
she had one YouTube video. She had like a very boring Instagram, but she was on this trip that they were going on was like her wanting to become a travel blogger influencer or whatever.
Okay.
And so this whole special portrays her as like this social media, like everyone was interested in her and like, oh, la, la, la. But when this case started, I looked at her YouTube video and it had like 85 views. She had like 4 subscribers. And I'm like, oh my God, if I died, would I be like, what would they say?
By those standards,
I
you
know.
would be like
I would be like,
Beyonce.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm about to like Emily Dickinson and peace out and just like fake my own death. And like
I
everything
know.
I've done is just going to be a classic.
You
I'm
should
gonna
straight
have
up
my
go
own-
Virginia Woolf and put your head in the oven.
Yeah, I'm just going to be on Peacock and they're just going to be like, he was a world renowned internet superstar. Because that's basically what they're talking about her. And I also want to say, I'm going to be serious for 1 second, that if this happened to a young black girl, we would have never heard about it. It is
Oh, duh.
such an unremarkable story. A boyfriend kills annoying blonde white girlfriend. That's the story. And then kills himself, basically.
Were either one of these people, did they have money? The killer or the
No,
killie?
no, they it was very kind of like, I don't want to say white trash because she's dead.
Like someone from our high school died.
Yeah, basically. And it was just so unremarkable. And I literally laid there thinking, if this were anyone else, if this were a queer person,
Any
if this
person of
were
color,
a black
yeah.
woman, if this were anybody, this is the most unremarkable story. Nobody would be talking about it. We would have no idea who that person was. But this blonde, skinny girl who had 4 YouTube subscribers when she set sail on her van journey, it has a Peacock special. It just makes no sense. So that's the stuff I don't really like about true crime. But the reason I brought up true crime, honestly, was to ask, if you are out there and you know anything about this subject that I'm about to talk to you about, please reach out to me because I want to have you on and I want to know how it works and I want to test it. I do not understand I don't even know their names. The people, the sketch artists,
Okay.
I do not understand that at all and it freaks me out.
Oh, like how somebody can describe like the person who killed
Because
them,
I
and
think about
this person
myself.
can sketch this person.
Yeah, I think about myself and I don't think I couldn't give anybody enough to sketch anything.
I
I don't
don't think if I had to sketch
Most
you,
people couldn't. Well, what do you say? If I'm gone missing, or if I'm like a suspect and you're trying to describe me, I can only imagine it'd be like, platinum blonde hair, gorgeous skin, hardly any pores, luscious lips,
Okay.
great eyebrows,
are we
very
describing
natural.
you or
Me.
Oh,
But like, that's what you would have to say. Think Tabitha Coffee, but
gay.
gay. Because she's a lesbian.
Is she-
Yeah.
I did not know that.
She's a total les.
Well,
Totes les. But like, if that's what I really want to, I don't want to have guests on here because that really, the only type of guests that are ever going to be on here are people who can answer burning questions that Scott and I have probably had our whole lives that we've just wanted to bombard someone with questions about. That is the type of interview you will get here if you ever get interviews. I don't really want anybody.
I would love to interview a sketch artist.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If any of you are a sketch artist or a police person or like someone,
A police person.
was that very PC of me?
If you are a police person,
if you are a pig,
Bobby.
what? A dick pig.
Oh,
but
I mean-
like if you are a sketch artist or you know a sketch artist, please, I need it explained to me. I don't understand. I couldn't give anyone enough detail. I've been married. I've been with my husband for 9 years. I couldn't describe him to anybody. I couldn't give enough details that I feel would make a person. So how are these people
Yeah, I know.
that are in like trauma able to like give enough info? And how is this person able to like?
But maybe the trauma helps you.
I would draw,
I'm sure I would remember every feature if somebody tried. Well,
but still, I would draw an eyeball and like another eyeball, like a little divot for the nose, and like a regular old smiley face. And I'd be like, "Is this him?" And they'd
but
be
I
like,
also could see
"Absolutely
me
not."
being like too much, being like, His forehead was wrinkled like he'd seen the years of hard work and struggle,
I
the
don't.
strife.
I would. I don't know. But still, how does someone take that information that you're giving them and turn it into a person on paper? Like,
Like
how do you draw a
the corners
person?
of his eyes had crow's feet, but not like old crow's feet, but like crow's feet from like dehydration.
Yeah, but I just still.
Like that would be how I would describe
I don't understand how people do it. And I even wrote that in a note that I wanted to find a sketch artist. So I
If
don't
you're
know.
out there, call in.
Yeah,
We're standing by.
I don't like. Yeah, it's the number one thing under my questions I want answered is police drawings. How do they work? Is what I wrote. I write these after I've taken my nighttime meds. Like I take notes, and some of these things, I but I did decide that I look right here. See, this has to do with what I just said. So we will not be having many guests unless it's someone we like really want to talk to or whatever. But I want to use this to put out because Scott and I always have weird questions about like
Very
weird
normal things.
No,
Oh, but
like
weird things too.
yeah, like but we always have like a ton of questions for like certain types of people. Like we've always wanted to know like what it's like to do this job or what it's like and we'll think of them as like on the fly.
It's very on the
It's
fly.
not like we don't have a list of them down.
Don't
but
ask us
we
to recall them.
yeah, but they come to us and we will start talking about them. But I want to start putting out into the universe. I want to start manifesting
The
that like
ether.
that those people will get a hold of us and we'll be able to like figure that stuff out. Like
Yeah.
I've always wanted to talk to I've talked to our friend Malone about this before. I've always wanted to talk to a gay for pay porn star. Like, okay, you're not gay. How do you get hard? Like, is it just drugs? Like I want to know these things. Like I want to like I
These are
have
the hard hitting questions.
yeah, it's what people want. I want to interview real people. I want to interview a teacher who hates their job. And
So a teacher.
well, no, our friend Amy is a teacher, and
Oh
I
yeah, but
guarantee
come
you
on, the
she's.
education system is
I
shit.
yeah, but Amy, I love you, but your obsession with our high school,
I'll never get.
I'll never understand. And I adore you for it, and it's always been the cutest thing I've ever seen, and the cutest thing you've ever seen. But I've never understood it. But those
but
are the
like-
types of people that need to be teachers.
But like you said in a previous episode, being a teacher is a calling.
Yeah, and I did not answer that call. I sent
No
it
one
to
goes into
voicemail. I
teaching
sent it
for
to
the
voicemail.
money. No
No.
one goes into teaching for the resources.
No, and our friend Amy loves it, and she's always and the girl's known since she was a sophomore in high school when we first met her.
I think
I'm
she
gonna
did before
be
that.
I'm gonna be a history teacher at this very high school, and I'm gonna do this, and like she's like I'm gonna
And I'm
work on
jealous of
and
that.
yeah, she had a totally clear and she did it. She did it all. It did take her a little while to get to our college, but that's a whole nother story, and I won't embarrass her with that
It
one.
paid off.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, I want, and if you are the teacher that hates your job more than anything and you want to talk to us and you want to vent about it, you can, and we will change your name. We won't say what school, and I want to know because I know that there are seventh grade teachers out there that just,
I think middle school teachers, that is the hardest.
they're either saints or nut jobs.
It's puberty.
Yeah.
It's like you get
Pubes.
the full spectrum. You
pubes.
get the children and you get the most hormonal group of assholes.
Yeah, and no, and I get nervous around him now. Like I couldn't do it. But I want to talk to a teacher that hates their job. Like what's a weird thing that like a weird type of person you are wanting to talk to? Like there's so many people, and like if I can put it out
A
into-
notary public.
Well, my mom's a notary. Would you like me to have her on? Would you like me to have her on? No, we don't want to hear
A
from a
postal
notary.
worker.
No, I don't know. No, not like that. I want to know like weird things about like, I mean, maybe a postal worker. Oh, a postal worker. If you've ever slept with someone like on your postal route, I'd love to hear about
like-
that kind of stuff. Freaky
On my
things.
route today.
Yeah, like I just want to know stuff like that. But I want to talk to people who work at like emergency rooms. Like I want to know weird emergencies. Like what'd you find up someone's butt?
Okay, so I don't care what job it is. I want to know the gossip.
Oh yeah.
So like wherever
definitely.
I'm in somewhere, like if I see like a stirring of coworkers, like
Ugh,
like
I hate-
whispering.
I hate
I gotta
coworkers.
know.
I hate
I want to
coworkers.
know. I want to know.
I just want to talk. My biggest thing is a sketch artist right now. I'm very obsessing over like how sketch artistry works because all of mine would look like the Walmart happy smiley face thing, and that's my main thing. But I would love to talk to a teacher that hates their job and hates the kids and will be very like honest about the fact that you hate them and you hate your job. And I just want to know because what would you rather be doing? I just have so many questions. So, we did do a pre-show, and what did we do during it? What
We had
it's
our
very worth
cocktails
tuning in to
and
Patreon for. Yes, we had cocktails. Oh, I tried John.
oh, I tried Bobby's wine and Bobby tried my wine.
Yeah,
And we
riveting.
went into a very like
We almost cried in front of our patron. What's his name?
Brian.
Brian. I have terrible name recollection skills.
It's yeah. Bobby considers me a wine snob. Apparently,
You are very much a wine snob.
I'm very pretentious when it
Yeah.
comes to wine.
I
I just
think
like
so.
wine.
I think I
Like
just
real
don't
wine.
understand. This is all on the pre-show, so I'm not going to really get into it. But
For
he
real?
almost made me cry.
Oh, bullshit!
He did.
Such a
It
pussy,
he just
baby.
almost made me cry. I didn't know, but I just feel like I don't understand why if something's good, you can't just drink it. Like, why are people like, why would you?
Well,
prefer?
they can tune into the pre-show and
Yeah.
find out.
Yeah, whatever. Just do it. Just $5 a month. Be a super batch. $3 a month, you get the video podcast. $5 a month, you get the pre-show, the pre-cum. You get all of it. And
That's what I'm coming for.
Then the extreme batch, you don't get much more. You just get a mug after 3 months.
Which we
and-
still don't even have one.
Well, I'll get us one when Daddy gets paid, honey. From our one patron, maybe I'll save up. I'll save up our monthly patron payments
It'll
to buy
be
our
3
own
months
mug.
of Brian's $5 before
Bri-
we
Brian-
get it.
Brian, well, no, Brian was just getting a sticker probably, but like if you are a $10 one, you'll probably get the mug before we do. But the pre-show,
That should be your goal.
every hole's a goal. The pre-show was good. We debated wine, and I think I won.
I
I think I won.
don't think that it was a competition.
I think I won. We do
You-
have a
I
new,
drink wine and you do
we
not.
do have a new alcohol we're gonna be trying coming up soon that we're
Yes.
really excited about. I already forgot. Mugen.
Mugen. It's what Andy Cohen
yeah.
got drunk on New Year's.
Yeah, and great marketing for them because what did Mr. Advertiser's dream over here do the very next day?
You
is bought it.
fell for it hook, line, and sinker
Yeah.
after you read the article.
And I am really excited. It's like a Chinese, I don't know what it is.
It's a new spirit
yeah, it's a new spirit.
based in Japanese tradition.
Yeah,
it's
like
like-
it's like
and it's
distilled Japanese
like-
rice or something. It's like sake, maybe. I feel like I don't know words, but it's supposed to be like the one that I got. Supposed to be like so light, and crisp, and like taste like water and really sneak up on you. And that is what I like. So we're
Yeah.
gonna try that, and it's supposed to be able to take the place of any mix, like any spirit and any recipe.
Which that's where I had qualms with.
I mean, it doesn't say it replaces it. It says you can make it with, and it still tastes good.
there are several common drinks that you can make with Mugen as a substitute.
I mean, anything you can. It's just they call them something else, like a Mugen margarita. It's not
Yeah.
a margarita, but you know what I mean. But you can make it with it. So I'm gonna try it. It's gonna be really good. I'm really excited. So you have that to look forward to. I don't know when it'll be here, so it could be a couple episodes from now. So you'll just have to listen to every single one.
Yeah.
But I think that we should probably head to bed. It's like 1:45.
Oh my god, it's almost 2 a.m. here.
Yeah. We work hard. But
Yes, we do.
we would really appreciate some 5-star reviews. And we would like those reviews to have words. Thank you.
Let's say things like Scott is beautiful and single to boot.
Yeah, whatever. But follow the show at Hey Girl Pod on Instagram. I'm at It's Bobby Jean Spears on Instagram. And Scott, it doesn't matter. You can follow him, but he won't know you did.
Nope.
So thank you for tuning in. And we will talk to you next week about, well, we don't know yet. We'll
Nope.
figure it out then.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey,
Bye, girl.
bye, girl.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And just like that.
Big
Goodbye.
died. No. And just like that, Big
Goodbye.
died.
Oh, fuck.
I wanted to say Big died.
I did too. Let's do it.
Okay,
Ready?
ready? I'm not editing this, so it's not going to even be funny.
And
But-
just like that,
Big died.
Big died.
We didn't.
We
Even do
really.
it. All right.
It's 2 a.m. I'm delirious.
We need to
gotta go
sign
bed.
off. What was about to be like, fuck off. We're
Thank you for tuning in. We
yeah,
love you.
Bye. Subscribe,
Keep
like,
subscribing. Keep liking.
kiss,
give
lick
us
our
5-star
butt,
reviews with
check our oil,
words.
queef.
Um,
Send us a queef.
milk
mail.
lemonade.
Around the corner fudge is made. Good
Mm,
night.
Good night.